We are back. We are here for some Leagues Cup action as the Columbus Crew take on Pumas. UNAM. I don't know what that even means. UNAM? UNAM? We are. What last chance for Columbus to fill out their resume if they can win tonight? They will be in the best position possible to hopefully move on. If they don't, it's not from the lack of trying. As of right now, in the standings, the Columbus Crew are on the outside looking in, as it's Austin, Charlotte, Chicago, and Cincinnati. If any of those teams lose and Columbus their game today, then Columbus is almost all but assured a match. Charlotte and Cincinnati play today. Chicago plays tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Chicago plays. Thursday. No, Chicago plays on Thursday. Austin plays on Thursday. But if for some reason today Cincinnati or Charlotte lose to Pachuca or Atlas, two teams that of course just beat handily, then it'll be just making it in. But Columbus comes out here and scores like 4 or 5 goals. Got 26. They got to do a different, do the whole thing differently. The fact that Columbus, you have like say 4 or 5 teams that win, only 4 of those teams are going through. I think it's a little ridiculous. In Columbus. You have 36 teams between both leagues, and you decided that top 4 from each was the best idea, not top 8. At least get 16 out of the 36 teams. I think that would have been a little bit better. Ridiculous. Hagen. Wow, first season, yeah, they're going to 5. Mendez is starting and Gazdag is starting again too. Let's go. I think Mendez is finally going to be starting from here on out, which is fantastic. Except Vesta in a couple days. No one knows. Before to gonna it's a 3-5-2. I'm pretty sure for Columbus. That's an interesting. And for kicking off around the same time. That or they'll just play the bench players. Yeah, it looks like somebody in Pumas has a bloody nose. The actual kits. We got the big old Puma line in the middle. The Puma face in the middle of the kits. Like the crest isn't up here; it's just right down the middle of the shirt. I don't think. Anyhow, smoking ads are not allowed on TV. Bad for you, but yet alcohol, which is bad for you, have ads all the time and has sponsorship nowadays. It's so ridiculous. Not the fiber. Eh. Alright, we're getting ready to start here. Match is about to start. Got those yellow kits on. There's the man himself, Braz Mendez. Here we go. Very small crowd, man. And we are off the mark. Here we go. Columbus has the ball first, and they're just gonna kick it around a little bit here. How long until that guy gets the interim tag taken off of his moniker and just becomes a coach? Because they've been doing well underneath this coach. Amundsen tries to get something. Sees Mendez. Oh my god, he curved it just too wide. It was a good shot though. Mendez always only putting them like, man, it's I'm here, man. I'm gonna do something. Price is with a nice little bounce there, and then Mendez says, "Oh, a little off." It was very off, but he's okay just a little bit. Mendez is good, man. Now Pumas is on this side. But yeah, because they have nothing to win. They have nothing to lose. They lose, they go home. They win, they go home. Took too long. That's a stupid thing to do. That is definitely like the Columbus can still advance if they score, and that's a very bad giveaway. What were you doing? Holy fuck, what were you doing? Like, what are you doing? Why are you just doing a let's do a little dink here? No. What are you doing? Hit a wide open shot too. I don't know how you don't put that in the back of the net. You just rifled that. Like, dude, you're not halfway across the pitch trying to get it all the way down to your mate. You're in the box. You're in the chance to score and take the 1-0 lead. You got the feet? No, he doesn't. It's not there by Pumas, but back to Columbus. Team that has nothing to lose is the most dangerous opponent you will face. Yeah, they got to tweak the League's Cup. This whole I mean, like Mexico, like Liga MX versus MLS teams, that's fine and all. But the fact that it's like top four get in is ridiculous. RC's get him over there, man. Start here would do Columbus in no favors. Columbus is putting the pressure on. Farsi's over on his side. Oh. Oh yeah, because it has nothing to do with. So that'll change. I'm sure that'll change as further we go. Yeah. He's just gonna volley that all the way, and that's a throw in to Columbus at the corner. Couldn't even get the ball to go. Grant Courtois. Differential, and then I think it's after. They're playing Atlas and Pachuca, who both lost to Columbus. The Columbus is having a massive issue here. They can't seem to keep the ball. Pumas is like defense is like goals don't matter if you don't win. 3-1 won't matter either if you have a team like Austin who won 3-1. Like you gotta make sure you have that 2-0, 2-3, 4-5, 6. You want to like that maybe. Pumas definitely isn't sitting here, just taking it easy. They're gonna sit here and try and at least do something. The Pachuca matchup, the first half, Columbus looked fantastic. Since then, they haven't been looking good. Oh, nice kick out. But he can't get anything out of it. Pumas is dominating the match so far. This is the only one that kicked off so far. It looks like Charlotte and Pachuca are on a delay. Farsies is on the run. Farsies is on the run. Just gonna get it into a corner. That speed of Farsies though. Like he was just turning on the Jets and booking it. Got nothing there. Back to the corner. And it's in. Woo boy. Pumas up 1-0. Let's go. Let's go. Headed right into the back of the net. Hamachi. Hamachi. What a goal. I don't think the smoke machines in right behind net are a really good idea. I think that's kind of dumb. Oh boy. He just goes ting and right in. And it barely cleared the crossbar. That looked like that was just an inch. Yeah, it just looked like that was like a half an inch away from the crossbar. Like a weird Hamache. Aramachi. Well, God, you got to take that if the Columbus Crew could like get back into the playoffs, man. You got to take that interim off there and make him the actual coach. He is turning this team around this year. We'll see what happens when the MLS we go straight to MLS country. And they win the Open Cup. They're in the semifinals of the Open Cup in September, so hopefully we'll see something with that and everything as we get there. Gonna start pouring down rain, isn't it? 81% for Columbus to win, 6.3 for Pumas, and 12.7 for a draw. Columbus has got to play with the pressure on. They can't just like. Watsky and just gonna kick it out for a corner. A goal kick. I thought it was a corner. Columbus got to do better for the goal differential. But like a plus 4 goal differential is not going to be enough to get Columbus to the next round or the next phase. Yeah, goal's a goal. Can't say anything else about it. Farsi has it. No, got it over. Gonna kick it back to Farsi's maybe. That's a foul. Okay, why are we focusing on somebody else, man? Let's see what happened. There's a yellow card. There's a yellow. Yep, that was a yellow. Mendez is good at drawing these yellows too. Dude, Farsi's got some incredible speed. Mendez does too, and now he just knows how to draw those fouls. Yeah. Can it be 2-0? Can it be 2-0? It's 4. It's definitely 4. Pretty sure. Didn't they get one as Hellersville? I'm pretty sure. Oh, got him right in the face, but nope, that did nothing there. And Pumas is on the run here. Good stop. Kick it into the middle there. Columbus. Farsi's got it. Farsi's like, oh shit, I'm in traffic. Move back. Farsi was trying to run forward, then he realized there were too many Pumas bodies around, so he had to turn around and get it back to the goalkeeper. Not a fan of the goal they take back. Farsi's. Farsi's just fast as hell, man. Yeah, like if Charlotte or Cincinnati draw or lose, then Columbus is almost all but assured a spot in the top four. They can't take that chance, man. Yeah, if Columbus wins this, yeah, if Charlotte wins, like if Charlotte wins at all, they're in. They have 5 goals. They haven't given up a goal yet, so they have a 5 goal differential. Same thing with Austin and Charlotte both. That would be interesting if it came down to those two having the tie to see who would be what in what position because they both have 5 goals and 0 given up and they have 2 wins. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes for them if both of them end up winning their matches. Manager did a terrible job. Yeah, I hit a knee on knee. And you gotta be careful with that, man. Knee on knee can mess somebody up. Straight down the proceeds, and it just didn't do it all. Offsides. Also, remember Gosdog being taken by Vancouver. I don't know how that's gonna work or what's that. There's still a rumor, so I don't see how that hurts the Columbus Crew. And Farsi is on the run. Barely, but he brings it down. Shambo. And he had to do a lot to get a foul. Hmm. 5 matches straight with a set piece. They had these three. Yeah. So that would be the Inter Miami match. That would be the Carlos Gil match, and the three League Cup matches are your 5 in a row. One against Inter Miami was amazing from Mendez. And first he tries and he goes down. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, he's a bit offsides. Yeah, the biggest thing that has to come to Columbus. 1-0 lead is not going to do it. Unless Charlotte and Cincinnati both lose. I don't see a way for Columbus to make it out of this stage if they don't have some. Austin needs to lose, Charlotte needs to lose, Chicago needs to lose, and or Cincinnati. Like two of those, in my opinion, need to lose. FC Dallas has also won themselves as well. But if two of them can lose or draw, and Columbus ends up winning, then Columbus will make it through. Unless Columbus goes out here and scores and wins like 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. I don't think they'll go up that high. Like 3 is probably the highest they probably get. If they score again, that's the thing. And that's a bad misplay. Forward. Back on your line. Nice block there, but it's going to be a corner. Good save by the goalkeeper. Woo, boy. And Pumas was like, you got us with a header, we'll get you with a header. And it just went a little too easy. There been a single day of this League Cup where a game hasn't been delayed for some kind of weather or something? Yeah, but 1-0 not going to do enough. Like I said, unless a couple teams lose, unless if they can hold on this 1-0 and go and win the game, which I hope they get more goals. Unless Charlotte loses, unless Austin loses, unless Cincinnati loses, I'm pretty sure Columbus is done. No matter if they win this or not. I know there's a red card against Pachuca, like yeah, Pachuca had a red card at the, like last week. No, there was not a red card in the Atlas game. Trying again, and he just overdone it. And wow, small little throw. Yeah, surprised they had the first like, most of their first choice 11 out. I figured they would have like, you know what, we're out. There's no reason for us to like work with our have a starting 11 start. Let's have some of the young guys go out there and get some experience because that's the way to do it. But no, they're like, nope, we're gonna play um most of our main players. Oh my god, I walked out. I was helping my grandfather install his get his internet installed today, and he didn't have his AC on for some reason. So I'm there sweating like a dog, and I walk outside because it was like all the rain and everything, and it just felt so nice. Policy's offsides. Policy's was fully offsides. Like Policy's like was way too far offside to be able to do anything. I know he wanted to kick it forward, but Policy's was way offsides. Mendez is gonna take a beating, man. He is a threat. He's going to be the one guy that you don't want to have go out there and score, get his fourth goal in his fourth match. But what they want to do that did not work. Huh? There goes Farsies. No, yeah, no, that's not Farsies. Here's Farsies. Farsi. Backing it back. Right now it's knocking around. There goes. Brother. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but they're not getting anything out of it. A little bit off Hammond's in there. Pumas stole it. Getting some pressure here. High tackle, good tackle there. Getting it back into the middle of the pitch. Middle third of the pitch. Cincinnati and Atlas have kicked off. Pachuca and Charlotte are waiting. Not going the way they want, and Pumas is just on it. Like, obviously, they want to get Gazdaza Mendez, get the ball in the middle, in the box. Pumas is not allowing them anything. Bella cannot get it. Or she's gonna run you ragged, though, man. All Columbus do is play, try to score as many as they can, and then hope. Just bad shots, bad passes. That's a foul. That's a massive foul. He's like, bitch, get out of my way, and try to get something, and he's like, think, bitch, get down. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we showing the coach the match is playing? What the fuck? No, not at all. Good to know that they're going to like I said, Leagues Cup next year should be in June. Should be June/July. If you want to do the sprint thing where you have and then it should be a best of 16 on a top eight, like a top four on each side. It should be the best eight on each side. Yep. Running down. They're not the only ones though. If Columbus wins, Cincinnati wins, Charlotte wins, Columbus still can make it through. If Austin loses and Chicago loses, if you have 4 points, I'm pretty sure you're not making it through. 4 points before the day, for this week, you're not making it through. You're done. Be a yellow. Seems like there's gonna be some. There's gonna probably be a red card on Pumas by the time this is done and over. Barrera, leave it alone, man. And like Mendez is gonna be beaten. Like he's gonna take a beating in this team. It seems like because everyone's going after him. Mendez seems to be the one who's gonna take most of the punishment. Just got here too. Oh, this is doing great for us. Here's Columbus. She wants Cincinnati and Charlotte both in this today to either tie and win a penalty kick tie or lose penalty kick or lose completely. Doesn't still mean you're out because it doesn't mean you win. Well, that mean what they mean. They basically mean they win pretty much if they win here and just kicks that thing and he gets hit all the way by. Another set piece for Columbus. Yeah, that goal against Inter Miami was still something special. He's your penalty taker. He's your corner taker. Yep, on short this time. And like, what was that? Got cleared away though. That's the thing about Columbus right now. Is like Mendez. It's like Mendez or Gazdag. Couldn't get it in there. Didn't get the right shot on like power on that or anything. Herrera just goes from one side of the pitch, for the far side of the pitch to the near side of the pitch to get that ball, to at least knock it out of play. So Pumas couldn't get a run. Okay. 0-0 still for Atlas and Cincinnati. I want to know when they're sitting there in the like RC's down. Like they're sitting there in the creative room. Who came up with the format for this entire League Cup? Because it is poor. It's poor bad. Nice little scene on the table right there, and Farsi's just could not get the ball to go where he wanted it to. Farsi should be 2-0. Farsi just could not get the ball to go right where he wanted it to. Literally had the ball. He had it dead to rights and just could not get the ball to go into the back of the net. It just went bounced off the wrong way off his leg. Farsi's is a threat anytime. Guys. Comes Pumas. Columbus with the pressure though. So he's on the run here. Way too hard on that overhap. Plus he's able to get it. But they had a perfect spot there and he just went. I don't know what the hell he was doing. That was way too hard. Now the stop. Right out in Gazdag. That was a great run too. Should have been something there. And this was great, just going upside the pitch, and then Mendez gets it, kicks it a little bit forward, and he just I don't know what he was doing there. Had the wind knocked out of him. It looked like. It is crazy. Like they just rifles it over across. Like what the hell? Like pull back on the power just a little bit, then maybe something could come from it. Of course, Gazdag's gonna think it's a foul because he got hit. He was the one who took the hit. Back up a little bit and let the play resume. Columbus coaches are upset about probably about that shot. One referee goalkeeper to the other. First 9 minutes straight, and then it's like I don't know. Columbus has had some good opportunities. They drop the ball when they could. It could be two. It could be 2-3 nothing. What do you? Yeah, they had a great first half last time, and then the second half they just fell apart, and they were just playing badly. And it's in. Damn it! Damn it! and that's gonna they don't win. Columbus, I don't know what is up with them, man. It like great for them to get the goal and everything, but it literally like there was so many good shots that go opportunities Columbus had, and they just dropped the ball every time. The first team that shot right when Gazdag went down, they were like legitimately threatening right there, and the dude decided he wanted to rifle it to the other side of the pitch for some reason. 3 minutes of stoppage. Right outside the penalty box. Offside. Yeah, he was offside. Yeah, he's offside. Keeps it in somehow, barely. That should be a corner. The last. That first half against Pachuca, Columbus, like a very like great team, and then since then it's like I don't know, man. Can't get to the end of the half because the fucking corner's not going well. Definitely what happened last time too against Pachuca. They were flat in that second half. Garces, and it's gonna get hit away, and that's gonna be it. And Columbus could have played that first half so much better. And like I can't even tell you. The first 9 minutes were exciting. They were pressuring. They had a couple good shots too, good opportunities. They just let too much get away from them. They just gonna. They're just gonna. Definitely could have played a much better half. It's frustrating to sit there and watch that. Just like, what were they doing? Like they seem to be just fine with a 1-0 lead. I don't like that. I'm the coach. I'm out there. I'm in there. Like I'm getting in. I'm getting into it with them. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Fire. You had first half against the Pachuca match where they looked absolutely fantastic, and now I just even like understand. 9. I don't know what do you sit there and say, oh, like, not a good game with not a good 41 minutes after that night that goal in the ninth minute. Like they gotta clean that stuff up. They gotta stop trying to just play lackadaisical. It was the same thing in the Pachuca match. They had the two. They had like what a 2-goal lead. I'm pretty sure they should have been all high and everything on like they just played completely lazy and lazy man. You I know Columbus has got to go up against New Orleans City for the Open Cup. Semifinals of that, but not a good set first half here. Gotta play better. Five games, five set pieces, and Columbus not. So many times. Like that one right there with Parsi should have been in the back of the net. He just didn't get the footing on it right. And then they just gave this one up, man. It's so frustrating seeing Columbus do this stuff. You are the better team, play better, and yet here you are, tied one. Should be winning this match. Should be two. It should be. It should be like 2-3 nothing. Columbus got their shots and like ridiculous. They hit the put it once, but they had other great shots that just did not go in, and it's ridiculous. And they did this against Pachuca too. They were in control that first half. That first half against Pachuca, like they looked like a dominant team. And then for whatever reason, in the second half, when they were up by, I think it was up 2-0, they decided they were going to be lazy. They were going to park the bus, not put in effort to try and get 5 goals. They got, I think, one more in the second. I think they got one in the second half. Look at this. Shot. That's the Atlas match. Match against Pachuca. Okay, they won 2-1. So they won 2-1. Yeah, they scored twice in the first half, and then they got lazy. Just, yeah, 2-0, that's good enough. Just sit there and pray instead of putting effort in. I need a major issue. Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, is that a team, especially in the MLS, and yeah, you get a 2-0 lead, you want to bet, you just want to sit there and, cold, calm, and collected, and not do anything else, and just wait for the match to be over. Shouldn't be doing that. Girl doing the Macarena. Why are we showing this woman, this girl lady doing the Macarena? XG 0.71 to Columbus 0.53 to. Such a good. There was a couple good opportunities, and then the one with Farsi's. Like, how do you not get that in the back of the net? Oh, hey, really? Well, they just play better. I just have to wait for the second half to start. Stone and Atlante have also kicked off, but I don't think either one of those teams really matter. That match doesn't matter. You can definitely tell the commentators are biased towards MLS just how they talk about the game. That's the second half here. FC Dallas Mike has to win in Toluca. Austin's got to play Club America. I don't see Austin winning that matchup. That might be a thing when Club America wins that one. Yeah. Uh, have to win. Yeah, FC Dallas and nothing. And Pumas immediately is fighting. Oh, goal kick. Yeah, if you do this in June, say you do this 2 weeks after the MLS playoffs are done, which would be like the end of May, and like the second week of June you start this, you can do one match a week instead of like three matches within a week period. Like Columbus played last Tuesday, they played Friday, and they played today. That's ridiculous. Players. Same thing with Pumas, Outlaws, Duke, and all the other ones. Got ahead but couldn't get it. Guy just couldn't get it. Still says I should like 50% still for Columbus. Obviously, the further we get into this game, long set piece, but it's a set piece. Let's get that in. Couldn't get anything in. Offsides or foul. And the whistle just got here what they say. It's a 1-1 score still. Looking over at Cincinnati and Atlas, nothing, nil still, and they're going almost halftime there. Minnesota and Alante, which isn't a match that really matters because both teams are pretty much eliminated, I think. Yeah, both teams are pretty much eliminated. Uh, he's been a factor for sure, and he's going to hopefully help them lead to making the playoffs. And not just the play-in match, not even just the play-in match. I want to see them get into the playoffs where they have a secured spot. Or doesn't matter, we'll have to figure that out on Saturday. Because yeah, Columbus got to play on Saturday. They got to play Charlotte on Saturday, and I believe they're in Charlotte. Yeah, they're in Charlotte. The Columbus, who are playing here at home, gotta travel to Charlotte for Saturday. Cincinnati has taken a 1-0 lead over Atlas. And Columbus has not been putting on the aggression. It's kind of annoying, man. Like, what are you doing, Columbus? And the best they looked in this tournament was that first half against Pachuca. They got those two. They looked fantastic. Evander. He's a great player. Yeah, I figured Evander probably scored for Cincinnati. Yep, 44th minute, Evander scored. Oh my god. For offsides there, I guess. Columbus is getting good shots and good what do you want to call it? Good shots. But it's just they can't get the finish. They can't complete whatever they're trying to do. But right to Farsi's too. It's gonna go right to Farsi's. Farsi. and they started just slacking off towards the like after the first 15 minutes they started slacking off. Yeah, they got a couple of opportunities, but they just can't seem to finish them. The Wednesday, yeah, that'll be fun. Wednesday, so Columbus, even like it's gonna be tough for that one. They don't think Columbus. Yeah, get that pressure on. You want to win, because yeah, obviously if they really win, if they really go to penalties and win penalties, they're not technically on. Especially if like Chicago was to lose their match, if Austin was to lose their match, and yeah, if Charlotte was to lose their match and Chicago and Charlotte and Columbus was to draw, then Columbus would still be in for a shot. If Austin and Chicago, then Columbus again, but it has they need like I wouldn't want to leave it up to that. Charlotte and Pachuca just started. I highly doubt Pachuca is going to have a chance to do anything against them. This is on the run here. Good save. RC gets the ball. That could have been very bad for Columbus. This is a team that's like, we want to play spoiler, not a team of like, oh, let's just let our young guys get all the play. Farsi's with the shot, and we could not get it. A nice save by the Pumas. Corner kick. Good shot there by Farsi. He tried. No, no! It was right there. The goalkeeper made the stop. The ball was just a little bit away from him. He was in so close, but the goalkeeper was able to make a second stop, and they both landed together. His own teammate got him. Yeah, it's off his own teammate. That's bullshit. He didn't hit him. They need to waive that off. That's got to be called in question. Great shot. Nice save, though. Camacho doesn't even hit the referee. He hits the other guy. It's like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's a terrible call. That was egregious, and that was bad. Charlotte in particular playing now 2 to 0-0 minutes halftime. And he's up 1-0 over Outlaws. Way too far. They're really singing that, aren't they? Hit it. Dang it. Damn it. Damn it. Columbus needs to do something here. Not really. Columbus has not been playing well at all. Get out of there. On Farsi. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Oh my god, what the fuck, ref? Garbage. Absolute garbage from this referee. Are you kidding me? That's a foul too. That's a yellow. He's hip checking him. Like, are you kidding me? This referee is fucking the worst referee I think I've seen so far this week. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, he shoves him down. He shoves him down. That's a fucking penalty. He literally shoves him. That's dirty tactics right there. This referee should be investigated with how piss poor he's running this matchup. He's fucking awful. I'm sorry. That's piss poor. That's a hip check. That should be a yellow. This referee has lost control of this fucking match and he should be fucking fired. He should never ref another fucking match. He's that fucking bad. Fucking card his ass. Card his ass if he's gonna do that. This referee who has lost control of this match and they need to fucking be fucking suspended, fired, fined, or whatever. This is fucking ridiculous how bad they're refing this match. Absolutely lost control of this match. Mendez and Gazdag are both out. Adams and Harbon are born. Mendez has to get some ice on him, man. He's absolutely been taking a beating in this whole tournament here. They had to be like the Columbus crew had to be like this match had to be assigned one of the worst fucking referee crews, obviously, because they are just fucking awful. Letting too much bullshit happen on both sides. Not calling like it takes a lot more in the League's Cup. It seems like to be able to get a foul called. Like guarantee you in other leagues that shove right there for on Farsies would have been a fucking penalty. Like that's impeding a fucking person trying to score. That's a penalty. Don't give me already dove or something else now. Guy was way too far ahead. I don't know where the fuck he was going. Hill for Cincinnati will outlast. The other ones have not had any goals yet. And boom. Just can't get anything going, man. Columbus is just not. Dante is taking a 1-0 over Minnesota, but that match is literally just playing for pride. I don't think either one of them had a shot to make it. I could be wrong. Lante's out too. Minnesota hasn't won anything, so they would get. So yeah, Minnesota and Atlante is just playing for pride. Cameroon, goal kick, corner kick. Cameroon is interesting. Way too high there. The Farsi. Grabs it in with just wait until a bunch of Pumas. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like Cincinnati win for them all but assures them a top 4 spot for the MLS. You need to start card. You need to start pulling those cards out. This is bullshit, man. This has gotten out of hand. He's redded. That's a red. That's a straight red. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Bullshit acting. Get the fuck out. Straight red. Get him out of here. Dude, that's a fucking. Get the fuck out of here. And then he falls over acting like he got hurt. You fucking piece of shit. Get him out of here. Dude, get him out. Get him out. Straight red card. Get the fuck out. Dude, he literally smacks him in the head, and now we gotta see if this guy, the dude's got a concussion or not. Get his fucking bitch ass out of here. You're gonna complain too. We're gonna sit your ass out too. Get out, dude. You got the red. Get the fuck off the pitch. And he won't go. Fucking card the rest of the team. The dude won't get off the fucking pitch. Dude, he literally just wounds up and smacks him in the fucking face. Doesn't matter. He literally just elbows him in the face. That's it. Get the fuck out of here. That's a great blocks out. And then he just elbows him. And he just elbows him in the face. Yes, that's a straight elbow. He was aiming for him. Getting the fuck out of here. They're gonna VAR this. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, red card these asses. Like, what the hell are they doing? Another, like, red card 17, too. He's being a fucking piece of shit. Farsi, get away from him. Get Farsi away from him. This dude will not get off the pitch. Why is he not fucking card the coach? Card the manager. Get this guy off the fucking pitch. He got red carded like 5 minutes ago, and he's taking his sweet ass time to get off the pitch. Why is he still here? Card the coach. You card the coach, and you just start throwing out reds if he won't get off. And then they went by 4 if you're gonna be this bad. Get him. That's a yellow on them too. Why is he? He's still on the pitch. Why? Get off the pitch. You're out. Gone. Goodbye. God, dude, get off the pitch. You got a red card. If there would have been a missing, they would have came back and got you. God, man, that's ridiculous. There was no excuse why it should have taken that long to get off the pitch. None whatsoever. It's gonna be like 10 minutes of stoppage time. God, man, that took forever. It took longer than it should have. There was no reason for Herrera to do that elbow and then take forever. There's going to be at least 10 minutes of stoppage time because it took him 10 minutes to get off the pitch. Now, the thing of it is, Pajuca was down a man for, I don't remember how it was. How much of that match were they down a man? Match against Pachuca, he got red carded in the 74th minute, so and they scored 2 minutes prior than that. And Columbus literally had like 30 minutes to do something. They didn't score. Columbus really not good with the man advantage. They already took Mendes off. They always took Gosdog off, which I get it. You got to play on Saturday. Want your two front men to get as much rest as possible for Saturday. Columbus has to capitalize. You're up a man. You have it's about the same time. Yeah, 73rd minute. Last time it was the 74th minute against Pachuca. Now it's the 73rd minute that they take a red card. You need to go out here and get something. You can't just sit here and go, oh, 1-1 is fine. We're going to be fine. No. Even if you win, that'll make you'll have 8 points, which again could get them into the second half if Austin, FC Dallas, and if Austin and FC if Austin loses, if Chicago loses, FC Dallas loses, then Columbus has a shot to get in if they win the penalty kick. It's not been a good game. Y'all played on Friday. 4 days later, you have 4 days off. You played much better in a game that you had 3 days off for. Yeah, it was a good assist. And there's back on, man. Kone. Like it's heading towards a penalty shootout, which is not good for Columbus. All in, but couldn't get it. See, cross it in and just nobody there. Nice turn, nice turn. Oh, come on, Farsi. You got it, man. You just. It's a great ball coming across, but Farsi just couldn't get a hold of the ball and let it just fly. Everything was good up until the finish, just like a lot of spots for Columbus today, and Farsi just couldn't get a hold of it. Like Farsi, Farsi missed time to his foot needed to be able to get the ball into him, get that shot in, and it just gotta be frustrating for Farsi because he's had multiple shots today that, if hit right, could have been in the back of the net. And Columbus had a red card. Pachuca had a red card against Columbus in the last game. And Columbus did nothing for like the next 15, 16 minutes, whatever they had left to go. 17, I think it was like 17, 18 minutes with the stoppage time. Here they go again, and I don't know, man. Loss is a loss. A tie is not good enough. Even if they tie and they win the penalty kick, they have to hope that DC, FC Dallas, Chicago, and Austin all lose or draw lose. It's just like the game against Pachuca. They couldn't generate shit against Pachuca after they got one up a man. Yeah, Pumas playing dirty, but Columbus, you can't excuse that, man. You gotta play better. Varsy's coming off, Lennon coming on. Garcia gave it all he could, and I'm sure he's gonna look back at the tape to watch this match back and see all the chances he's had and just could not get them. Want to kick down? It's all for Columbus. Where's the goals? There's a goal in the ninth minute for Columbus from Karumachi, and then in the 45th minute, um, Angulo for Pumas. And nothing has really happened in the second half. There was a red card on on the Pumas side, but Columbus hasn't done anything since the red card. Basically, they haven't taken advantage of anything. Hope you're having a good day. And Cleon DeSandros broke his ankles. He broke his ankles. That's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. They're allowed to play on. It was out of the play. And they are getting chippy as hell. For who? What do you mean for who? Yeah, he down. He broke his ankle. Like, dude really broke his ankle. He's sitting down still. I don't think he's getting back up. I don't think he's getting back up. I think he tore something in that knee. He's holding on to that knee. Oh, I'm watching on Watch Steam Stream Ed. Yeah, he's hurting. He's done for the night. He's definitely done. I don't think he's getting up under his own power. Yeah, that dude definitely. He's holding that knee and everything. He's done. Broke his ankles. A ton of games to go, but only like 5 games actually matter in this week. This match mattered. This Charlotte and Pachuca, Cincinnati's match. Uh, I don't know what the play was. He had to he tore something. They literally had to bring a stretcher out to get him. Yeah, he done. There's been nothing here. Cooler went out with some. He had to have torn something. on Medina. Only 9 minutes. I figured they would have had 10 because of that. Because Herrera refused to get off the pitch for like 5 minutes. Like the dude literally stayed on the pitch and would not leave. Pumas has not looked good since the second half. This has got to be something. You got 9 minutes, but you got to score. That's another yellow. They are getting a little too chippy here, Pumas. Like they're being way too aggressive. They're getting that's like another yellow. We already had a straight red card for an elbow to the face. Didn't that dude just like come on? Like didn't he just get on and he already got a yellow? Nothing. Columbus can't get anything. Like the first 9 minutes. The first 9 minutes felt like a good. They were gonna have a good game. They were gonna probably do what they could to get as many points, goals on. But since that goal, they've been lackadaisical. They haven't been able to get any shots the way they want them to. Hasn't been great. Monterrey, I think, really does have a chance to go like it. Like Club America and yeah, Club America definitely has a shot to do something. The goalkeeper kicks it out of there and all the way down the half. Can't get to it though. Damn. Adam's tried though. Ball went out of bounds. Columbus, you got to be more aggressive, man. Where's this aggression you had? You had a, like I said, they looked great against Pachuca the first half. Then the second half, they just were lazy as fuck. Come out here, first 9 minutes in, look aggressive, look like things are gonna be great, and then they just got lazy. Then they get some shots. It's like they do get a couple of opportunities, but they can't finish. 100 views. Thank y'all. Hope y'all having a good day. Game could be a lot better off than it is, but Columbus is not doing well. Not good for Columbus at all. Yeah, Puma has been playing definitely as the better team for sure. That was a bad giveaway there. And then what the hell are you trying to do? Are you trying to play to get a foul instead of trying to score? The fuck you doing? Could have handled that so much better than just like playing to try and call it, get a foul, like get a penalty or something instead of. Oh, overshoots it. Man, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. You have the ball, you're going straight in. You see two guys swinging, and You're diving into them trying to get a penalty call, a foul called. The fuck you doing? You like the coach or whoever is training you needs to look at you and say, "Don't ever fucking do that again. Why are you trying to play to get a penalty? Play to try and score, not to draw penalties." Terrible fucking spot there. But definitely gonna probably be either like Pumas wins or they're going to penalty. That's a foul there. That's gonna be a yellow. More than likely. Like Camacho, I'm pretty sure has a yellow already, so he shouldn't be making like nonsense fouls like that. He could have got another yellow with like 10 men each. I don't know what the hell he was thinking there. There's a bullshit yellow that he got, but he is on a yellow already. 96th minute here, so Pumas has a chance to just break Columbus's heart. And like Columbus has been playing bad. They should be playing better than this. Bunch of bodies hitting, hitting each other and dropping. Good shot there. Couldn't keep for the yellow. Dude, like we see more yellows and like he should have been pulling these yellows out a while ago. Like this referee has been like not like this the ref's been very bad at this matchup today. Like losing control of the match. Not having the guy like Herrera from Pumas, he gets a straight red card off the pitch immediately. He sits there and lets him stay on the pitch, argue his case for minutes on end. Like just a terrible refereeing job all around. Couldn't get it in. Yep, we're going to penalties. Definitely going to penalties because Columbus dropped the like they just couldn't get a single shot where they needed to outside of a set piece, and that's nuts. Yep, it's their own fault. Their own fault. They played lazy. They played way too fucking lazy. All right, here we go. We have seven. Like eight's not terrible though, but it's not great. They should have had more. I'm sorry, but like Columbus should have played better than they did. I don't like the fact that they did not play well at all. 27 minutes, up a man, couldn't do shit. Herrera needed to be they didn't. Here's the thing: they didn't get the full 27 minutes because Herrera was standing on the pitch for like 10 fucking minutes and wouldn't get off. Charlotte and Pachuca being at 0-0. It's a big thing. If like this, we if Columbus wins this, they get 8. Charlotte and Pachuca go to penalties, and Pachuca wins. That means they get 7. And Charlotte and Chicago, and but it doesn't matter if FC Dallas and Austin and Chicago win. Because LAFC is at 5. Real Salt Lake is at 5. Nashville's at 8. Like Nashville, Portland, Inter Miami, New York City, Philadelphia, Orlando City, and Seattle, San Diego, Minnesota, Vancouver are all out. Let's just put it that way. This did not play well at all. They got nothing to lose, and this could be it for Chicago, for Columbus. Basically, when it comes down to it, no matter what happens here, Columbus needs to win this. If they don't get the 7, they have to hope that they hope everybody on the League Mexia side wins the rest of the matches, and it's like, and MLS just fails to win because then they'll be in second. They wouldn't have to worry about it. Referee let way too much happen. The fact that Herrera was on the pitch after getting a straight red card and he didn't come off immediately, and he was there for 10 minutes. It felt like was ridiculous. When did he hit the penalty? 73rd minute, they say. It seemed like forever that he was on the pitch and just not leave. Another guy, oh, he's out here again. I see the guy who wanted to leave. They literally brought him out on a stretcher, like taped up and everything. And 1-0, 1-1, 1-0 for Pumas. The goalkeeper took it. What the fuck, man? I didn't think the goalkeeper could take a penalty. That's something I've never seen before. The keeper took the penalty. That's a new one. I didn't know if that was part. Like, why would you do that? Chase Adams. 1 at the ready. Got it. Or Decker. barely touches it and makes it in there. So a goalkeeper gets get a penalty. I didn't think you could do that. Ready? And he just rifled it. He rifled that over the goal. It's still 1-1. Columbus' chance to do something here and be able to get 2-1. He just he thought he was kicking a field goal. Wrong kind of football. That was terrible. Comes the other young man. Columbus. You at the ready. A lot of the penalty shootouts I've seen of this, it's either they make the goal or they overshoot the goal. The goalkeepers have not stopped many goals, like many penalties. It's like it's either they make the goal or they miss it. Off the post. They barely punched it off the post. It's 1-1. I just say that and look what happens. Damn. I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper take a penalty before in a penalty kick. That's just me. 10-2 at the ready. Gets it in. Oh, this. I watched him come out. He had his leg taped up and everything. That dude, I get it. Like you have him out here for some reason, but like dude, and put in 2-2. He's still deadlocked here. Columbus, yeah, Sheldon Pacheco is still 0-0. Atlas is tied with Cincinnati, which is a big breather for Columbus right now. Columbus, you need him to miss this. You're at the ready. Got the save. Hagen makes a save, a spectacular save. Can Columbus take the lead here? But yeah, Cincinnati and Atlas are now at 1-1. Charlotte and Pachuca are still at halftime 0-0 there. So Columbus is not dead yet. Three at the ready. Machos. Got it off the post, but it's in. Why didn't I go? It's 3-2. Pumas has to make this next one, or it's over. We get the ready? And he overshoots it. Columbus picks up the win. 2 points to Columbus. Woo! Man, they needed to play better, but Columbus is not dead yet. They get the 8 point. That is gonna be it. Oh. And he put a little bit too much on it. It wasn't like put like a hell lot of it on. He just put a little bit too much on it. Whew. Sucks that Columbus couldn't get the win. Columbus has not lost in regulation in a while. They now have, that says 9 points, but it's not that. Columbus now has 8 points. They right now are the top of the table because Cincinnati. Oh, Atlas is taking over Cincinnati. They are up 2-1. Oh my goodness. Cincinnati could lose, and that is even better for Columbus. No. It's 2-1 now. Atlas scored twice in like less than in 6 minutes. Yep, goalkeeper Hagen is the man of the match. He just absolutely deserves it after making that big save. Yep. Columbus, like, Cincinnati is down 2-1 to Outlaw, which is huge for Columbus. Because if they lose, that's big. That is big for Columbus. That would take them out of the running. Not a good run by Columbus at all. Like I said, first 9 minutes, first 10 minutes or so. I'd say something about first 15 minutes. They look great. And then it was after that they just started getting lackadaisical again. I don't know why they keep doing this. But Cincinnati being down 2-1 to Atlas is a huge and could help out Columbus big time because that would take them out of the running completely. It would take them completely out of the running for having a chance to make it to the final four, for the like the quarterfinals. Yep, Cincinnati would drop to 6 and be out. Columbus is at 8 with the draw in the win, and the win with the like the penalty win. So they get 3 wins. It's not all 9 points. So right now they lead the table because of the fact that they won. And Charlotte is at 0-0 still. Yep. Columbus got the win. It sucks that it wasn't better. It should have been a better showing. They got to do better. Like if you're up a man, I don't care if it's 10 minutes. I don't care if it's 20 minutes. You're up a man. You need to put pressure on. So that is going to be all for this show right here. That is going to be all for today at AEW Dynamite. Thursday, I'm not sure what we're going to do, but Friday, the Championship League kicks off. Championship League kicks off with the Wolves taking on Blackburn Rovers at 3 p.m. my time. Not here on Thursday for a wrap up of. We will be here for 3:30 my time on Friday for the Wolves versus the Blackburn. Yeah, until then, y'all go.